Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of the Ultra Confusion Hangout. I am your host, Charlie, and I am joined by the amazing, the almighty, the powerful, prolific comer himself, and now living in the state of Georgia, Zealeus.
So, no, sadly, I have not quite been very prolific for the last couple of weeks. Um, as you can see, there is a different background than usual.
Yes.
That's because I'm at my parents' house because we leave at 4 a.m. tomorrow for the airport.
Woo!
The last couple of weeks have been quite the cross-country jaunt of angry cats and broken nails and all kinds of other chaos. I finally mostly settled into my place. I don't quite have my stuff unpacked yet, including my gaming systems. I know, but I'm getting there, man. I'm getting there.
All right.
So I'll get there. I'll get there. It's a painful process, as anybody who's ever moved knows. Moving kind of sucks. But we're getting there, so it's all good. We'll make it. Life will go on.
Right on.
So that's why I've been totally MIA-ing in comments and really having touched a video game in probably 3 weeks now, which is very sad. Detrimental to my soul.
Okay, Zealeus, just for the audience who may not have caught it, what was the stupid thing you did right before you moved down revolving around video games?
Yes, I bought WildStar, which requires, of course, a monthly subscription. So me, being a genius I am, like 3 days before I leave, knowing I'm going to probably be playing video games for about a month or so, I buy a game that requires a monthly subscription. Way to go, smart one, Zealeus.
Woo!
I think I got to play about a total of 10 hours of WildStar before I had to back up my computer.
Hey, at least you got some game time in.
So I got to play some. I enjoyed the 10 or so hours I got to play. I was the stealthy ninja wolf class. I don't remember what it's called now. Stalker. I was a stalker. So that's the class I played. Didn't really get far enough in the game to really give it a taste of what it is. You know what I mean? It's like
right.
a bit of entry levels, but after usually so many levels, the game changes. So I'll get more into that, I'm sure. I get back into town Tuesday. So hopefully next weekend I can start the following, not this weekend, but the following I can start getting back into the flow of Ultra Confusion and gaming and all the good stuff. Next Thursday we should have a live podcast.
God dang!
Yeah, woo!
All right.
So what about you, Mr. Charlie?
Now for the Charlie update. You may have noticed that there was a lack of updates, except for, I believe, yesterday. And that was simply because, hold on, I've got to flip my screen. It's going to drive me nuts. There we go.
Whoa, there we go.
Okay, so you may have noticed that I have not been present as of this past week. That was because I went on vacation with my family. So with the exception of one update, I was completely cut off from Ultra Confusion. I apologize for those who are looking for amazing content.
Are you going through it all?
Sometimes a man's got to take a vacation with the family, so that's what I did.
Priorities, you still got to have the fam time.
Indeed. Now, for those who may have missed it in my something slightly different from last week, ladies and gentlemen, I am of the unemployed variety now. I have no job. I was laid off this past Friday.
Dude!
Yep.
Dude, I did not hear that.
Yes.
Dude!
Yeah.
It's funny because I saw Chip today. Guy, coworker, he was like, how's Charlie doing? I'm like, well, you got any janitor positions open.
Yeah. No,
I didn't know about that.
Yep. I am of the unemployed. I apparently have just lost my name tag. Oh, whatever. My name tag's gone from the bottom of the screen. It said Charlie Hawkins Ultra Confusion.
Yeah, no, this is weird.
Okay, anyways, so yes, I am unemployed, which means that you're going to see a lot of me from Ultra Confusion. Perhaps. I will be doing a lot of applications or resume sending out.
It's a full-time job in itself.
Yes, it is. But I did want to fill you in on some of the games that I have planned to play and review. First of all, I apologize. I have still yet to do the Whittle Tree Adventures game. I need to review that game. But I have Ghost Ship Aftermath. I've got Halfway. I've got Third Eye Crime. I've got Sokoban, and I've got Toxic Bunny HD. I'm just going to tell you, Sokoban is probably my favorite out of Ghost Ship, Aftermath, and Toxic Bunny, because Sokoban is not only entertaining, it's actually educational.
Ooh, what'd you learn?
Chemical compounds. So basically,
Like C6H12O6?
So what you'll do is, like basically right off the bat, you've got an oxygen molecule that you're trying to move around this puzzle to, and it shows you've got two potential connections. And so what you do is you try to go to the one H and then to the other H, and ta-da, H2O. And it's like, and then after you do that, it goes H2O. This is water, and it gives a little description.
Cool.
And then you do methane, and you do some other crazy stuff. And I'm like, holy crap. I'm not only having a good time because it's a hell of a puzzle game. It's very simplistic, very, very, not simplistic. The graphics are, it's, I don't want to give it the wrong impression. It's a, how the fuck to describe this? Because like I said, I don't want it to sound okay. It's not that it's plain. It's simple in its layout, which means that your entire focus is going to be on the puzzle aspect. Now, of course, in later puzzles, you're going to have a minus and a plus. The minus cuts the bond, at least cuts one bond as you go through, and the plus adds an additional bond. So you get more complex molecules, which is really freaking cool.
This sounds like a game right up my alley, yo.
Yeah, you definitely need to check out Sokoban. I'm going to write a review of it very soon, but I have to say that I was genuinely surprised by the game because I knew it was a puzzle game, but I didn't know it was rooted that deep into chemistry. Huh?
How do you actually spell that?
Sokobond. So I would definitely check that out. It's won a couple of awards. I mean, it's educational and it's a fun game. So
it is.
Okay. Let's see here. I apologize. I did not come prepared for a topic since I literally just got in today from vacation. So I still have a little bit of vacation break.
It's all good.
I will tell you that I was continuing to play my guilty pleasure, and that, of course, is Monster Legends, that you can find on the Facebook, and you could also find on your iOS device.
I thought you were done with Facebook games.
My coworker, or my ex-coworker, at my previous job was like, dude, look at this cool game. And I'm like, okay, I'll take a look. I'm like, God damn it. Now I'm playing it like at least once or twice a day. It's freaking Pokemon. I mean, it's what it is. So you breed your monsters together, and they make a baby. Sometimes it's an epic, sometimes it's rare, sometimes it's uncommon, sometimes it's common. And if you get really, really lucky, it's a legend. But I think a legend, you've got to do like 2 epics to get a legend. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, so, and then of course you got to level them up, so you got to feed them, so you've got to produce enough food to feed them. And of course the food requirement for each level increases. And of course you've got to factor in gold, because you want to be able to buy items and weapons that will help you get past enemies that you royally screwed up on, like you weren't paying attention at all to what you were facing, and you decided to choose your team of 3 as elements that were going to be weak against everyone's attack.
That's always a bad thing.
So, this episode is brought to you by Kickstarter, because if I wasn't drinking Kickstarter, I'd be asleep. And Krombacher Dark. Okay.
It was in my dad's fridge. I know he doesn't like this, so I'm like, I'll drink it.
All right, cool.
Like, whatever. Since I have to be up at 4 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
Actually, more like 3:30, so I can be in the road by 4:30. By 4, I mean. Okay, so sometimes, like, you look on YouTube and somehow you get in a bad train of videos. I think I found possibly the worst video game of all time.
Okay.
The Grey's Anatomy video game.
Hmm.
There's a YouTube video, like somebody actually played the entire game and put the YouTube video. Like, I love, like, okay, one of my guilty pleasures in life is Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, dear Jesus. Okay, keep going.
And it's a deep. I watched all the Netflix seasons. I knocked out like each season probably in a weekend. I'm terrible, but like the entirety of the game is like the storyline is already like written in stone. Like there's absolutely no choice. There's like a little illusion of choice, but there's not really a choice. And there's these really dumb cutscene games throughout the entire game. Like, oh no, you're being rushed to surgery, so you have to get the defibrillator at just the right time. And it's like these absolutely. And I watched the video game. Like it was painful watching these like mini games.
I'm sorry.
And like, and the graphics were pretty terrible. It was like this really bad stencil style, and like the entirety of the game was just absolutely putrid. Like it was a new lover for video games. I'm like, how does this even get produced? I don't understand. Well, I do understand because somebody thought I'd make money, but oh my god, it was painful to watch. I watched about 3 minutes and just wanted to tear my eyeballs. So, Grey's Anatomy, the video game, absolutely terrible. Not that I know how it actually be a good video game because it's the Grey's Anatomy video game. You don't really watch Grey's Anatomy because of the video game aspect, but oh my gosh. Wow. So if you just get bored and you like want to murder yourself, just go and check out the Grey's Anatomy video game on YouTube, and it's rather painful.
Awesome. Okay, so I do have a bit of news. First of all, here's my replacement drive. But it has nothing of Ultra Confusion on it.
Is that a Western Digital?
No, it's a Seagate.
Oh. I have a Western Digital that looks just like that one.
Here's the thing. If I want to recover what's on this one, it's going to cost me $500. Which is not possible because I'm unemployed. So everything on this, bye! All my hard work! But it's going bye-bye. Which means Ultra Confusion gets sort of a clean slate, maybe? I don't know. But in other news, in gaming news, ladies and gentlemen, I know that we have been chit-chatting about this company many times over because it is an Atlanta-based company and it does have a big title to its name. The company, of course, that I'm talking about is CCP, and the game, of course, that we're talking about is EVE Online. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the Atlanta office of CCP has now officially closed. Everybody who is working at CCP will either have to relocate to Reykjavik, Iceland, or they'll have to seek employment other places.
Wow. It's a pretty big move.
Well, I think that everyone was aware that this is going to be the course of action that was going to occur because the World of Darkness was literally, that was the Atlanta Studios baby. And when they shuttered that, some would say because of poor management and poor handling of assets, that was basically, I think everyone knew that was going to be the end of CCP's existence in Atlanta.
That still sucks. I mean, Atlanta doesn't exactly. When you think of video game hotbed cities, Atlanta's not exactly at the top of the charts. But even for Atlanta had going for it, CCP was one of those companies that, if Atlanta was going to be put on the map,
absolutely,
he was one of those companies that would have been at the forefront.
Absolutely.
And without them there, that kind of further hinders that potential for Atlanta.
Well, that means so as a result, there's going to be, of course, a vacuum of I guess influence. Now it could just disappear, but you've got companies like Hi-Res Studios who are still getting huger and huger because of Smite, as they milk more deals with. Now they've got the China deal, they've got the European deal, now they've got the South American deal.
I thought it was because of Tribes 2 remake.
Okay, so the Tribes remake made the name recognizable, but Smite is their baby. I mean, they haven't even touched Tribes once Smite really took off. Smite is on the back burner, like way back burner. Global Agenda has a better chance of getting a sequel than Tribes. Let's just put it that way.
Which, right now, I don't see either of them.
What?
Right now, it seems like all they care about is Smite.
Well, absolutely, because
But they don't care about the other franchises right now.
well,
It's
well,
all about Smite.
well, of course, because you're getting esports representation, and you're starting to get these bigger companies who want to sponsor these competitions. I mean, the North American against European thing I think just happened or is about to happen. Um, you've got a global throwdown that's gonna happen in January that pits basically teams from around the world, and they're gonna do in the was it the Cobb Energy Center, I think.
Yeah, that's near me.
I mean, that's a huge. I mean, that's not a small venue.
So you're saying we have 5 months to become epic at Smite?
We have 5 months to be middle of the road so that we can chit chat about what we're seeing, what's happening. So we're not going to be like, oh, look, that guy did that thingy with the throwy thingy, and the other guy went boom.
I'm pretty sure somebody died. That's all I got out of that.
Zeus came in. He kicked the crap out of everyone by throwing up his ultimate, kaboom! And then Poseidon countered with his fucking sea monster.
You're ever in a comedy movie and somebody makes a joke and you totally don't hear the joke, but everybody laughs, so you laugh anyway? Mm-hmm. Kind of be like the same thing half the time, probably.
No, absolutely. I'll fully admit, when I went to the launch tournament, I didn't know very much about Smite. But I tell you what, with the crowd going wild, and you could feel the anticipation and the craziness, and you started like inching up on your seat, going, "Oh shit, oh shit!" And when shit happened, everyone's going, "Ah!" Of course, I'm going, "Ah!"
Like the energy of the crowd was truly palpable, and everybody was like getting.
Yeah. Holy crap! Especially when Team Dignitas against Team Solomid, mm-hmm. the winner of the U.S. side and the European side. Oh my gosh, those were epic games. I didn't know very much about Smite. I went straight home and played like a shit ton of Smite, so I would kind of know. And then I came to the realization that they're like, I'm like here, and they're like, and you can't even see how high it's going because it just they're like up here, which is about 3 feet above the computer screen.
Well, I got it for you. Now that you're unemployed, this could be your new future endeavor is become a professional Smite player. Because you gotta be like these other guys and devote like 18 hours a day to your craft.
Yeah.
Never mind.
As much as I would love to do that, I have other inspirations to pursue. I guess it's as good a time as ever to tell everyone that I have been working on a new story. While I was on vacation.
I think I say you're pregnant again.
No. No. I'm about 9 pages in, 6,000 words.
Nice.
I'm going to keep going. I'm not going to tell you anything about it, but I will be posting one of my earlier stories online very soon. It was a short story that I did, ironically, a year ago at the beach. Apparently, when I'm at the beach, I like to write. Because I sure as hell don't like sitting on the beach because, holy crap, the humidity was insane.
Like, when I go on vacation, I read so much more when I'm on vacation than, normally.
Yep.
Because, I could read at home just as much, but it's just different when you're on vacation.
Absolutely.
Those activities.
Absolutely. So, so let's see here. CCP. Apparently, there's a huge layoff at GameSpot. Big surprise.
Yeah, that's inevitable.
Well, okay, so here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone, and this is something we've all learned like a long time ago. Everybody wants the news now, and I hate to say this, but the written word is not the premium way of getting your news. You want to be able to zone out and hear it or see it without actually having to read a freaking line.
Okay, nothing annoys me more than when I click on a CNN article and it's a video. Mm-hmm. Like, no, I want words. I want text. Drives me nuts.
Speaking of which, and this is quite a shock to me. and I may get slightly in trouble with this because certain people may watch this, but whatever. I have two cousins. They, of course, they're probably about to go back to school now, but they had summer reading, and they both had Kindles. Okay, so they're going to read on the Kindle, right?
School probably starts Wednesday or Thursday for them.
No, they're not reading on the Kindles. What they're doing is you're utilizing the text-to-speech functionality of the Kindle, and the Kindle's reading the book to them. Are you shitting me? Are you fucking shit?
It's kind of
what
ruined
the fuck?
Oh, like you wouldn't have done the same damn thing as a kid.
Fuck no.
You never skirted the rules at all.
Okay, I bought Cliff Notes. I still read words. Okay, I read words.
Do you have Jesse's cane behind you somewhere? I don't see the cane.
Oh! No. But seriously,
I know it's a changing world. I mean, I know in education. I mean, that's one of the challenges that we face on a daily basis is whether or not we like it. Examples like that, it's a different generation coming up than we grew up in. So what do you do about that? I mean, do you face the reality that these kids are, they're just going to use the text-to-speech capability on their Kindle? So do you still sign reading knowing they're going to use that, or do you just forego it? And I don't have the answer for that, but that's a struggle. What do you do with those? Because there's always going to be those type of situations that arise. But at the same time, it's not just, I'd be like, oh, it's not just this generation. It just so happens that they have the technology to do this that any previous generation would have done.
Right.
It's just the circumstances are different than what we have known in the past.
Right.
And what do you do with that? And do you embrace it or do you reject it?
True. I reject it right now.
It's all right. I understand.
Okay. I do want to mention something real quick, and of course, this is basically the byline of Alter Confusion for you that are watching or now or are going to watch it. In the near future. Hair poof.
You say hair poop?
Hair poof.
Okay, it's better. I thought maybe Brody was above you or something. Like, Julie came down, was like.
No, he's out cold, thank God. No. We at Alter Confusion believe that some of the most amazing things are from independent developers. Now, I do want to take it a step further. We may not branch much outside of independently developed games, be it board games, card games, or video games. But I do want to point out that there are, there's independent artists, there's independent authors like this guy, Chad Huskins, whom I met at MonsterCon. This is a psychological thriller. This girl has telepathic abilities, and apparently she can talk to this sociopath.
Huh.
But she doesn't know it yet. Well, where I'm in the book, she doesn't know that yet. So, anyways, and there's another author that I met when I was at AndoCon. His name is Louis Puster III. He's writing the saga of Ukamon, which I believe would be right up Zealeus' alley. It's swords, magic, demons,
sex,
undead creatures, corruption, an unlikely hero being thrust into the spotlight.
I'm actually reading right now some Warhammer, not Warhammer 40,000, but like
Warhammer.
Yeah, just Warhammer, and that series. It's all about swords and sorcery and the chaos in the world and what do you do to combat it, and
right.
Not many unlikely heroes in that one though.
Right. Yeah.
Most of the protagonists in that series are already badass when you meet them.
Mm-hmm. True. All right. Cool. In the future, hopefully in the near future, when Charlie secures another job, I would actually like to start making some personalized merchandise.
I think I say music videos if you like dancing and singing. Yeah.
No.
Okay, you can stop.
Yeah, I did stop. No. I with Alter Confusion being so adamant about indie developers and indie games. I think that we should try to make some interesting indie themed shirts.
Okay.
I'm not exactly like I had I had a dream. And I think it'd be a cool idea. Now, of course, I would love to have the backing of some independent developers, and perhaps split the cost of making the shirts, and then of course give them a cut of the profits as well. That of course will give them yet another avenue to talk about their game, and of course if they have like a funny slogan or something, you can put funny slogan here on the back, the name of the game or the name of the team.
Hmm.
I think that would be a win-win situation. Now, of course, I would have to work a lot of more shit out before I would actually throw this out the door. I am not. I have seen companies crumble when they've moved too fast without the proper infrastructure. Yes, I know. Alter Confusion is 7 years old, so moving too fast probably isn't the problem. It's probably but to be honest, Alter Confusion has foregone several whatever. We've changed.
Metamorphoses.
Yeah, exactly. We've changed and evolved, and I think that we are better for it. I don't know what the future holds for Alter Confusion. I know that I will continue to do it as long as I can, until I can't anymore. I don't know what will cause that, but everyone will be fully aware of it. It's not like one day, poof, I'm gone.
Bye.
Yeah. But yeah, um, I have a ton of games to play with my unemployed self. I will hopefully get through a chunk of them, though tomorrow is probably going to be dedicated to a TV show that I have neglected up to this point, and I feel really, really bad about.
Game of Thrones.
No, dude, I've watched every single episode of Game of Thrones.
Defiance.
Yes. I
I
have
have
not watched a single episode of Defiance, but I've played the season 2 chapters.
Wait, of this season or the entire series?
The season. I've watched the
Okay,
first series.
that's what I thought. Well,
Yeah, I watched the Earth Republic. That's why I have such a fucking hard time. Like, hey, the Earth Republic needs your help over here. I'm like, fuck them. Can I shoot them in the head? Those assholes. What's wrong with them?
I think it's only like four episodes into the season.
Yeah, I know, but still, I haven't watched a single one.
Well, my problem is with the moving and stuff. I think I missed 2 or 3 episodes because of the moving and lack of DVR and the interim and all that stuff.
You'll come over to my house. We'll watch a couple episodes. They're all my DVR.
How about when I get back in town?
Sure. I will be at home.
What?
I'll be at home.
Yes, there you go. Although, actually, you know what? Because I technically don't start work till the 11th.
Yeah.
Although I am really pissed off. This is my own grievance.
Uh-huh.
So, being that I don't have any choice, I have Xfinity for my ISP,
Yep.
and I provide my own cable modem. Like, I bought one, it was on sale, it's like a $45 Linksys, and it's worked great for the last 3 years.
It's not going to work.
Oh, no, it works.
But it doesn't give you the speed you're looking for.
I don't care, it works.
Okay.
I mean, it does. It works fine, and I haven't had any issues so far.
Have you done a speed test on it?
What?
Have you done a speed test on it?
Yeah, but it hits about 25 meg.
Okay. Okay.
I think I'm actually supposed to get 50 meg, but I don't really care because it should save $9 a month for a cable modem rental.
Yep.
Guess what showed up on my bill?
A cable modem rental?
Yes! And they're adamant that they gave me a cable modem. I'm like, because I tried calling them today. I'm like, I really have to go because I had to run up to birthday dinner and stuff. I'm like,
Right.
okay, I'm going to go. And like, they're adamant that they gave me a cable modem. I'm like, okay, I don't know how to convince these people that, no, you did not give me a cable modem. If they think they did. I'm like, no, you didn't. I have my cable modem right here. So that's
Yep.
not shocked in the least.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. You're probably not going to get that 50 speed if you don't have DOCSIS 3.0. on your motor?
Yeah, I think this is only 2. Honestly, as long as it streams Netflix, I'm honestly fine with that. And I've done Netflix.
Well, there you go then.
Yeah, I know Netflix streams.
There you go.
So as long as that works, I mean, honestly, I don't really need 50 meg for a whole lot. I don't really torrent.
I do.
What do you need 50 meg connection speed for?
Uploads.
Oh.
Well,
Yeah.
the uploads are not 50 megs, but still.
That does make a huge difference, yes.
Because I'm sending like over a gig, sometimes like 20 gig files up into YouTube.
Yeah, that makes a big difference.
Yeah, it does. It does. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have surpassed the 30-minute mark, whichever the one it is. Thank you for tuning in to the recorded session of the Ultra Confusion Hangout. If you want to catch us live next week, tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time because we are both in that same
Wait, no, I still want to go by 7 Central.
It's finally come to pass that the true time is 8 o'clock.
I'm going to be on at like 7 o'clock and be like, dude, where are you?
Whatever. Anyways, thank you for tuning in to the Ultra Confusion Hangout. For myself, Charlie, and Zealeus, it has yet again been an amazing pleasure to have you as an audience.
And remember, kids, keep on gaming in the free world.
Amen to that, brother.